And we start. Hello, welcome back to another episode of what is this? GTNH? It's been a while. Sorry, I had to say that. Episode 211, actually. Jeez. So I got some good news before we start. I finally got I guess what you call a low profile mic arm. So now the thing sits under my desk, which is a real big deal for me because one of the bigger problems that I had with my other mic was that the dude was blocking half of my screen every single second of my gameplay. Now, what did that mean? Whenever I have to like look to the side so I can see the right side of the screen, I would move away from the mic and I would sound bad. And I think that was a major contributor why I wasn't really sounding how I would like to have sounded, because the mic was in front of my face the whole time. But anyways, with this new mic arm, it's now a little lower profile, so I can actually see the entire screen now. Which of course means I am twice as good now. Now I'm going to be able to play twice as well, right? Because I can see twice the screen. Hell yeah. What do you mean you can't store hydrogen gas? Oh, there's no more fluid storage? Well, that's just... I guess we're just going to have to add that to the list of things I have to deal with today. Let me just check on this. That's an output bus. Yeah, right here. Just for now, you can have all of that. There we go. Okay, so what is the plan for today? Good question. Oh, by the way, I also changed some equalizer settings on my mic, so it may sound a little different, but I think overall it sounds a little better. And then with the new mic arm, it's going to be more repeatable, right? With the position I'm sitting at and whatnot. So hopefully I sound a little more like an actual streamer. We'll go with that. Anyways, plan for today is to continue work on the mutated living solder. So if I check the UHV quest line, yeah, we need quantum anomaly to get the rugged Botmium casings to get us living solder or mutated living solder in the chemical plant, which was going to give us supercomputers. And the good thing is, I checked on it last night, before I started. We have a quantum anomaly. That's what I was waiting for. Give me that. Hell yeah. And with this, I can put this in the laser engraver and give it a certain circuit. Now, okay, a bad thing. You know, there's always a downside to everything, right? The downside with the new mic is that now I can't see my keyboard. I can't win. So half of my keyboard is now covered. Honestly, it's a lot better than half of my screen being covered. Yes, I still look at my keyboard sometimes. There's no shame in me admitting that, or anybody admitting that. It's like right now, I'm trying to type the letter U. The letter U is so far away from the WASD keys that I have to look down if I have it. Let me go away. This is a little loud. Anyways, the quantum anomaly is going to be used for the advanced nitinol. And I'm going to put this in a spot that it doesn't conflict with anything else. So it looks like none of this stuff is actually going to conflict. So I think I can just put it anywhere, I think. Yeah, I think I can just put it anywhere. Now I'll just put it right there. And I'm going to rename this to Quantum Anomaly. I don't think I haven't been advertising to YouTube, have I actually? Let me do that real quick. I gotta get the outreach anywhere I can. Create post. That one, yeah. Oops, been a while since advertised. streaming some Minecraft. There we go. Hopefully it's just fine. All right, anyways, this is also going to be called QA for quantum anomaly. I think that's what it's called, right? Yes. Let me get a sip of water. Frog in my throat. That's just expected, though. Every time I wake up, I always sound a little funny. Enter. All right. And then the recipe will be 2 blocks of nitinol into 1 block of advanced nitinol. Put that right there. Okay. I should also check on crafting status. It looks like everything is okay. Phosphoric acid is... You should be over there. What the heck are you doing in this place? Are you even on? It's been like 2 weeks since the last episode, so I'm kind of a little lost here. This thing is not going. I'm a little confused now. Let's figure this out here. Everything to do in this machine area, I'm not really accustomed to it, I guess you could say. Let's try crafting another one. Maybe it just got consumed immediately and I didn't know what to do. Oh, there's no space. That's right. That's right. I think I just confirmed this. So if I check the inventory of this thing, where's my scanner? Right there. Oh, I can just shift and it tells me. Yeah, okay. We don't have any fluid storage, so I think I have to deal with that. So let me check what is in here that is completely clogging up our fluid storage. Acidic osmium solution, 91 million. 37 million liquid sodium. I don't even know why there's 94 million oxygen in there. You really shouldn't. There's just so much stuff in here. So I'm going to do what I probably shouldn't do and just expand it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more drives. We have a neutronium energy cell. We have infinite AE2 power. I might as well make use of it. What's the best fluid storage that I can use? That I can reasonably craft? 64K? Nah, now we're going all the way. This doesn't look too bad. 4096s. About 16384s. This is a little too much. I'll stick with 4096s, I think. Yeah, let's do this. So we make a pattern for it. Using soldering alloy. I have to shift right click, I think. Yes. And that goes in a circuit assembler, and I'll put that over here. Right there. Okay. And then what I'm looking for are the 4096 fluid storage components. Multi-fluid. These guys. Yes. And this is a crafting terminal. Yep. Pattern terminal. Yep. I shouldn't be so afraid to add AE2 components because we have the neutronium energy cell already. It's infinite power. I should really make use of it. And then storage housing will be circuit 3. So we put this in the molecular ass right there. And then we put this in the ass machine, circuit 3. I think I can just do like that. Right there. All right, 4096. There's going to be 10 of them. Yeah, I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 in each drive. And I have 4 drives, was it? Let me double check here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 drives. And then we're just going to add the 4096. 4 times 40 is 40. 4 times 10 is 40. What do you mean there's no magnesium? I don't know how to make fluid processor tier 2s. That's okay. All of this stuff shouldn't be too bad. That's just a regular assembler. You know, the good thing about using this new mic that blocks half of my keyboard is that it's finally, after like 27 years, it's going to convince me to actually learn the keyboard layout without having to look down. No, 40, not 40, 96 of them. All right, I need that and magnesium. I really can't craft these. I thought I could. I guess not. That's a forming press, right? Yes. Need some pattern expansion cards. Make a couple of you. I'm not going to really use these too often, I don't think. I'll take those out. We have problems with fluid storage. And then magnesium. I gotta do something with magnesium. Oh, we got hella magnesia dust. Throw it in an electrolyzer. I don't care. No, the electrolyzer is over here. Did you break? No, you're fine. There we go. Okay, that's plenty of magnesium for us. And it's going to go get consumed somewhere else. We use magnesium to make oxygen, no, silicon. You know, I should really start setting up that dedicated passives, because there's a point in the playthrough. It was right around the time we were setting up the plat line where I just went with, what do you call it? I changed the passive setups to be level maintained. And I should probably get back into passive setups, because I've been hurting on things like silicon, for example. And I have a crafting recipe for it. This is how we get it. It's with magnesium using the silicon dioxide. But I really should be setting up passive setups for this instead. And this also does include silicon solar grade. Silicon solar grade is really easy to set up. You just feed it silicon and it works. Anyways. It's one of the things I want to do today also is work on passive setups. There, I can craft 40 of you guys. And then I should be able to connect this, and this is going to give us more fluid storage space. Just for now. At some point, I will be like overhauling how our storage system is, because it really does need to get upgraded. These are still 1K cells. Jeez. And it looks like they're all getting put into the 64Ks, but even then, this is just 64Ks. Some of them are empty, but at some point I do want to. And I think that's going to happen whenever we finally upgrade the ore muncher. Because right now our main goal is to get the UEV circuits, which is going to unlock the integrated ore factory. And this is going to help us out a ton. And I'll be able to combine the ore muncher we have behind us and the mega apiary. Take a quick swig of water. Yeah, and I was kind of worried about this. This might get stuck forever because there's nowhere to put the fluid. What was I gonna do? Right, yeah, right there. No, you have fluid space. It's just a little slow. Yeah, it's just a little slow. It's a lot of processing that it has to do. Sweet. Okay. Aside from that, we want to get progress towards the rugged botmium. I think we have a recipe for this now. Put this away. I don't think I need that. The rugged botmium. I needed, I forget, was it 70? No, it was something less. If you look at the chemical plant, it was 86 that I was trying to craft. I don't think I'm going to use all of them, but I still wanted to just do 86 to get those going. Oh, and before I actually, I already had it crafting. So we're waiting on the advanced nitinol. And the other thing I noticed was this lack of Titan steel. It's not crafting, and I think it is because the energy tier of this multi-block. Yeah, you need to be UV. So I'm going to give it the old-fashioned transformer, just a step up. This one. There we go. So that should solve our lack of Titan steel. And then I'll just go ahead and craft the 20 nitinol right here. 20. And of course, you need actual nitinol blocks. That goes in a compressor. Oh, shush. Don't go blowing up on me now. 20. There we go. Oh yeah, we definitely need to set up the silicon because atomic separation catalyst does rely on silicon. So I'm going to have to do that. Purified zinc ore, I think I just have to take that out and then put it back. Yeah. Thallium is being crafted in the alloy blast smelter. Yes, you are. Yeah, that's going just fine. Where's the reinforced glass? I did add this guy over here, but I don't think this is actually crafting. Or maybe you got stuck somewhere. Hang on. No, you're crafting. Never mind. Okay, we can get the transformer, though. Get that out. Oh, I need an energy hatch, actually. Energy hatch. Do I have a UV one? Yes, I do. And then step up. And then face down. And then give it the coil. I still remember how to play UV energy hatch, step up. Yeah. No explosions. No explosions. A lot of the machines here, I'm still relying on the Tesla coil, but I'm very well aware that I should move them eventually because at some point they're going to be consuming so much power that the Tesla tower won't be able to keep up with the demand. Because remember, we only have up to 272 amps of throughput here. And if I check here, I should probably fix while I'm here. If I check here, there's a value here that tells me the max amount of current that I had output. 107. So this is the max current that, or the max amperage that that this thing has detected that it has output into the base before. 107. So we actually have a lot of room to go, because the machines don't consume power at the same time. That's why I'm kind of okay with stretching it out. Shouldn't cancel that. All right, I think we're actually having trouble with fluid storage. Either that or this is just too slow, but we have a couple of fluid storage drives, and I should be able to just, yeah, it's 3 of them. I'll put them here, and those should help. I wonder how much fluid storage that can store. I'm pretty sure it's like a ton. Molten botmium is this actually where you produce botmium? Guess so. Yes. Oh, you're 2 minutes per craft. I did not think about that. Uh-oh. I mean, we expected this to take a while anyways. What are you stuck on? Nitinol, right? It's the blast smelter. Maybe I should upgrade it. What power are you using right now? Oh, you're using CPM. You're using UV, so maybe give it a UHV energy hatch maybe would help out. Or maybe it's time to invest in the Mega ABS. You're a little pricey though, but I don't think we're ready to do this right now. But what I can do to speed it up is probably just give it a UHV energy hatch. Yeah, this is gonna take a while to craft. All right. Now we got one. Sweet. Let's get another transformer for it. I'm going to need this one to step up, and then this one to step up again. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll come back here in a minute. An actual minute. Another thing that we crafted overnight, I say overnight, but I really mean over 2 weeks, was the next tier of UV circuit. Confirmed we can actually make this now. Love that. I don't think I'm going to cancel it out yet and fully replace them until I'm confident that our base can support it. And what I mean by replace is that these, in any circuits, I'm still going to keep them the crystal, the crystal, whatever you call them. No, the wetware, sorry. Yeah, these guys. I'm still going to keep them here, because we can craft these reliably. They're a little expensive, right? But these can be a little pricey. I mean, we can actually do, well, I'll hold off on this until I get the ore muncher going, the upgraded ore muncher. And get some water. Okay, let's go check on the mega alloy. Not the mega, the regular one. Blast smelter. Buy, and buy. You're now a UHV, and you get transformed up like that, and you get transformed up. And then soft mallet. Face them both down. Double check, 16 amps to 4 amps UV, and then 4 amps to 1 amp UHV. And that goes into the energy hatch, yeah. And this should work as long as there's no maintenance issues, because once this thing does see a maintenance issue, that's when it starts having trouble with actually crafting things. You are UHV, right? Yes, you are. All right. There we go. Twice as fast. 100% increase in crafting speed is very big over time. I guess while we're hanging out, let's figure out some of the passive processes. It looks like we're going to be struggling on silicon. Yeah, we need to deal with silicon. So I say we do that. Let's set up some more machines. And I guess I'll put them over here. All this stuff here, there's not really going to be much organization to them. I'm just going to be cramming machines as I need. Let's do it. So how I do silicon, a good way to do silicon without, having to farm it is to do this recipe right here. All right. And all it does is craft magnesium with silicon dioxide over and over again until it's able to do that. Yeah, let's do passive processes. It's been a while since I did them. Actually, we have a lot of machines out here. No, these are all the old setup. For me to do this, though, I need to start considering bringing out the transformer here. And I think I should be thinking about that. Nah, these machines aren't going to need a lot of power. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we need a chemical reactor for this recipe. And the good thing about the schematic is that it actually pulls from the inventory. I remember this. It's actually super helpful. We'll go ahead and put it right here. Yeah, look at that. I love that. Don't use Nakodot coil blocks. What are you doing? Use the Cooper nickel. You don't have any. Make 100. What the heck, really? Do I have any other cheaper coil blocks? I mean, we have all of this. We're not using it. Fine. I don't think it gets put with a energy hatch. Like that, yeah. No, it doesn't. Okay, energy hatch. It doesn't have to be a big one. I guess we have a lot of power here. I guess we'll just give this... We'll step down a whole bunch. LUV? LUV is probably too much. We'll give this IV power. And then transformer. So I want to be able to step down from CPM down to LUV. It's been a while since I've done this. Yeah, this one. And then LUV to IV, like that. Yeah, and then we'll just make all of this IV power. It's going to look a little... Nah, I don't want it to look ugly. Plug it in on the bottom, I think. Like that, yeah. So this is going to be the IV transformer, and then like that. Like that, yeah. Actually, give this a LUV cable, right? Or a superconductor wire, excuse me. This one works. These are going to be step-down transformers. Let's get my wrench going. Input LUV, like that. No, like that. Yeah, okay. So let's do this. Or let's think about it just a little bit more. If I power this with CPM, it's going to push 4 amps into that cable, into input LUV right there to this transformer, and then we have 16 amps coming out of here for whatever couple machines we're going to be doing here for our silicon. Don't explode. No explosions. And then just to keep it consistent, our LUV color is magenta. Right there. Okay. And then that is an energy hatch, and then we'll just use the IV superconductors. And they're the purple ones, right? Yes. I don't know, just make 100 of them, sure. They shouldn't be that bad. Like that. And let's color these green. No, lime. Yes. There we go. Okay, so you're powered. Now, incomplete structure because you're missing a casing. Okay. So what this guy is going to be doing is it accepts, I need a stocking input bus. Yep. And then the silicon recipe here. I'm going to be doing this recipe. Oh, it's going to be the magnesium loop, in other words. Yeah, like this. Silicon dioxide. We can also use nether quartz, but we use silicon dioxide because you can actually make this from sand. Okay. And then output bus. Then we'll give this an HV output bus. And then this one would be, I guess, a super chest. Do I really need 4 million of them? I mean, we might as well. I don't want to be using drawers anymore. I mean, I can also just use an ME chest. But 4 million is pretty funny to have. It's a lot of blocks, though. An ME chest is just another. I think I use an ME chest, actually. It means it's a little upgradable. Yeah, I'll try it out. I should be able to push directly into this. So if I were to just an output bus right there and then do that, maybe. I don't know, actually. Cable. Let's try it. And then I'll just give them all, I guess, 64K. 64Ks can store a lot. I don't actually know how much they can store, but I'll try it. What are you stuck on? Cerium. Why? Being made in the Blast EBF. Why? You might be stuck because either the wrong circuit or because you're on blocking mode. You're not on blocking mode. Crafting cerium dust. Is this not made in the EBF? Why are you here? Wait. I'm confused. Did a recipe change? I think a recipe changed. I don't remember. I don't remember this recipe here. I guess I'll cancel that. Yeah, it just doesn't know how to do it because it doesn't accept it, maybe. So if I give this, it creates 2 cerium dust with 5 cerium oxalates and 3 carbon. Let me see what cerium oxalate makes. This stuff here. This makes cerium 3 oxide dust. And then this gets turned into... Oh, it's because... Okay. Okay, I got it. It tries to make it, right? But it gets sent into an electrolyzer, which I think it's this one. Where is it? Or maybe it's just not being made anywhere anymore. It's not. Okay, yeah, because this was set up to be advanced stocking with a output. Okay, put that right there. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, no, problem solved. I didn't break it. It's just how I had it set up. I forgot about it. Basic troubleshooting skills. I got them. Okay. Anyways, what was crafting? Was a 64K. Got that one. I don't really know how much this is going to store. But we'll figure it out. I'll try this out. I'm curious about it. So this one should be just... I can actually just put a storage bus on there. Like that. And I'm going to try to move towards more AE2. Like more AE2 dependent storage and stuff. So this one is, I just want this to be storing silicon dust. Like that. Yeah. And this one will be outputting, this will just do the silicon recipe. I can probably have more, doing more at a time, but nah. There we go. And it has problems, and no, you don't. So this one is going to accept, so if I look at silicon dust, this one is going to accept magnesium and silicon dioxide. Magnesium and silicon dioxide. And that should do that recipe and craft this silicon dust. So if I try to craft a lot of silicon dust, and in order to make this, I think we throw this in an electrolyzer with sand. Yes, this recipe here. You also give me magnesia. Forgot about that. Hmm. In that case, give it a drive. I'm just trying new things. We'll see here if it actually like works out for us. So I need another, I guess another 64K. We'll try this out. I'm trying new ways of storing things that don't have to rely on storage drawers because I don't really like storage drawers. Totally not because I don't want to be crafting tanzanite. Because we only have a limited supply of those. And also it doesn't look like you output. That's fine. I'll just use an output bus. 64K. Thank you. And then I'm going to want the, what do you call it? It's here somewhere. I forget what it's called. It's the one that lets you workbench. There it is. This one. Yeah, so this one is going to accept silicon. Thank you. And then this one is going to be magnesium. No, magnesia. Yeah, magnesium. That one is going to be like that. Filter, magnesia dust, and raw silicon dust. There we go. I'm going to move this guy over there to the main area so I don't lose it. You can go right there. So if I try to... Now I got to think about it here. How am I going to access the items? No idea. Output. But not bust. Bus. Excuse me. Gotta look it up. Output bus. Like that. Yes. And have a drive here. And then give this a cable. I don't think that's going to get power anymore, though. This is getting a little tricky here. Well, you might. We'll see if that gets power. One way to find out. I've always been curious about how these coils work. If it's not a full block, that does it actually work? Nah, I don't actually know. Well, actually, we can turn this on. I mean, looks like it's working. But let me check this thing here. No, you're getting power. That works. All right. It's not actually getting power, though, because it doesn't have quartz fiber. So now I'm curious if I just plug this in. Oops. Like that. There we go. So you have silicon dust and you have magnesium dust. Now, if I put a storage bus here, if I have like silicon, I only have 127. If I put a storage bus here, does it actually connect to it? Or does it need an interface? I imagine that it needs an interface. Yeah, it needs an interface. Okay. This is all just so I don't have to use like output buses. Can this be filtered? This can't be filtered now. I don't think I like this solution. I'm not really sure what to do about it. For example, this one is going to be hang on. Interface right here. Yeah, I don't think I like this. Let's think of something else. Can I configure the chest to store a certain amount of items? Probably could, honestly. The other option would just be to have a big wall of it, but the thing is that it's going to keep... Well, I guess that's what a level maintainer is going to be for, right? Have a signal that just tells us, okay, to stop working if there's enough. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. I think it's time for me to set up my wall of stuff. Because I had an idea of what I wanted of what I wanted the storage to be. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if I want to keep doing level emitters, though. I hear that these are a little laggy, but I got to do something about it. Either way, there's going to be signals everywhere, I think. So what I want to figure out next is where am I going to put a really big wall of storage? And I'm thinking maybe just putting it like... somewhere. Or maybe on the floor here? Wouldn't that look cool? Can you flip this up, actually? You can. I think that's what I'll do. Just have it on the floor. And I guess I'll start right here. So this will be surrounded. This will be what is it? 4x8. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's each, yeah, right here. This group will be 32. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, right here is fine. Let's try something. Like that. And then you have these two right there. And I guess this will also like help me figure out how much storage these guys can store. These are going to be on priority 0. Priority 0 is our like, oh, if it doesn't go anywhere else, it'll just go here. Right. All of our I guess our random storage is like priority. It's also priority 0. Actually, I don't think it should be priority 0. No, it should be 10. So those have been wrong the whole time. Oh, these should be minus 1,000. Oops. All right, fine. Just do this. There you go. And these should be priority minus 10. I don't think it really matters. Anyways, with that drive floor that I'm going to set up, the idea of that is going to be replacing what I have on the left. That's the whole idea. I'm not going to get rid of it, but it's going to be like how it gets replaced. Now the first one should be over here, actually. Yeah, like that. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then we'll give this a wireless connector. Anything else that's crafting that shouldn't be crafting? This is still stuck on Botmium, right? It's actually third ways done. It'll get finished eventually. Let's get this. I don't know how much 64K can store. That's also what I'm trying to do, just to see how much it can craft. Actually, it should tell me somewhere, right? Right now. 1024 bytes of storage can hold 127 stacks of a single item or 65 stacks while holding 63 different items. I've always wondered what that even means. Like how is it able to figure that out? 127 stacks. This one is 127. If I multiply it by 4, does that give me 508? Yes. Then next one I'm assuming is just multiplied by... Okay, 64K can store 8,128 stacks of a single item. I'm guessing it's 508 times 4 times 4. Okay. 8,128 stacks times 64 is 520,000 items. I think that's pretty good. We'll stick with 64Ks for the bulk storage. It's already more than our drawers. And then we'll come back to this whenever we want to set up more. So each of these is going to be able to... I have to partition them to store just one item, right? So this is going to be silicon and magnesia. Put that guy there. This one is going to be all 32 channels. That's why I have it set up like this. This is 4 times 8, 32. It's in my hand. I guess I'll put that guy right here. And then this one is going to be outputting. Don't need that anymore. I don't break that. Output bus like that. And then I can have some cables right here. And then we'll have a machine controller. And then we want to enable with redstone. That's a trend that I'm going to stick with, level emitter. If it receives a signal, then it gets power. Then it activates. And I can put that guy right here. Right there. And then I'll just give this silicon dust. If it ever detects 500,000 items. Like that. Emits when levels are below limit, like that. Okay. So keep crafting as long as there's less than 500,000. There's not enough silicon. Let's craft a whole bunch and see how much work it does. And then we'll see if the little drive setup works. I forgot I also have some chai with me. So this should be crafting now. Yes. And you're out of silicon. So I need a way to produce silicon also. And so if I check here, you should have a good amount of silicon in here. Yeah, so all the magnesia dust is going away because of the electrolyzer we have over there. That's fine. And then silicon dust is going to be right here. I wonder if it actually tells me how much there is in here. I guess not. That's fine. Okay, so that is silicon dealt with. Is a centrifuge better than this? Bauxite slag is one thing we can do. Quartz sand. I think I just want to electrolyze. Yeah, electrolyze sand here. And then sand is produced in a macerator, or what do I call it? Forge hammer. Am I going to actually have to make a forge hammer? It's about time. No, we actually get sand directly from what do you call it? From I keep forgetting the end stone right here. Yeah. So I don't have to worry about sand, I don't think. But I still need to set up an electrolyzer for it. So we'll do that. And that'll be just right next to this guy. Just one. Okay. Okay, so this guy's going to need an energy hatch. An IV one. You're going to need a output bus. And a stocking input bus. So this guy can be like that, and then you can be the output bus right here, and then the input bus right here. And then 1, 2, and then we need, I don't remember if the electrolyzers need a muffler. You need a muffler, a maintenance, and that's pretty much it. So you do need a muffler and a maintenance. All right, and then get some superconductor cables. Right there. I built it wrong. That's fine. That's not how I like to have it set up. I like the wire to be on the qubits. Oh well. I'm gonna have another machine there eventually. And then this connects IV power into an IV energy hatch right there. And then give this spray can. Like that. All right. And then we have dense cable. Then just go ahead and connect them all together. Now this is going to have a machine controller and a level emitter, not fluid. So I'm going to need another 64K. Make 10 at a time. All right. This one is going to be silicon dioxide dust. Yes. Okay. And then level emitter would be right there. Feeding into this machine right here. Wrong one right there. And then this would be 500,000 as well. And then you get sand. There's no more sand. I may have to speed up the sand, but that does mean we have our, at least it's automated, our silicon, and that's fine. I'll leave it like that. If we need more, then I'll deal with sand. And then I guess I'll just take out the recipe. Level emitter. For sand, or not for sand, for silicon. It's somewhere here, I promise. Not silicon, it's actually... No, we just have it on craft, right? Yeah, we just have it on craft. Let's take out the patterns then. And dioxide, like who cares? And then silicon dust. Also, who cares? There we go. And then I take a sip. Oh, it's finally done. And it's crafting. Actually, how slow is this? 60 seconds. It's actually not too bad. 17 with the multi-block bonuses. It's not too bad. Okay. Oh, and we actually have these guys here, the 4096. No, did I cancel it? No, I'm confused. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think I canceled it somehow. I don't think I meant to cancel it. That's weird. Oh, you know what? I think I canceled it because I was trying to fix a Cerium issue, but it wasn't actually an issue. That's right. Anyways. I remember there was another major bottleneck that we had to deal with. I forgot about it until now. Uh-oh. I just reminded myself. It's non-stop bottlenecks. If I try to craft the living solder, first of all, we need the casings for the chemical plant to actually work. But first, to craft it in the first place, we need tin and bismuth plasma. We can do tin plasma. It's a Mark II reactor, but bismuth plasma is a Mark III reactor. We need a Mark III reactor. So let's make one. We're going to have to make it. It is not going to be fun. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, but it's these fuel generators are a little atrocious to craft. We don't have a recipe for these. Let's try to make one like that. But the americium wire does need to be renamed. It's a good thing I have like 100 of these. Easy to search 1 can replace that one. Easy to search 2 can replace that one. Easy to search 4 can replace, excuse me, that one. And then easy to search 3 can replace that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That one. Right there. But I have to study this, and then this is also an issue because researching this is a little, actually not that bad. Field generator. Oh, you know what? I was making the field generator last episode, I think. And it did craft, so I can study this now. And then get a data stick. And there you go. That's why I had this bookmarked. Okay. What else am I going to need for this, actually? We need just a little bit more silicon. I'm curious if we have some hiding out in different forms. We have purified raw silicon ore. I don't even know how we got this. I really don't know. But I'm going to throw it in the ore muncher. Yeah. It doesn't matter where I put it. Not really. So I guess you can go in the thermal centrifuge. Yeah, have fun. This guy should be finished. And we can put this here and start to craft this guy. Put a pattern in the ass line. Oops, put that guy right there. Okay, so if I try to craft a fusion controller, Mark III, make one. Oh, Nequadria? Uh-oh. I got something else to work on. I mean, I did name this episode. This goes out to mostly the VOD watchers because I always name the episodes differently. VOD watching, like the VODs versus the actual stream episodes. I named this episode Nested Rabbit Holes. How far will they go? And then it's going quite far. Okay. We're going to have to figure out this Nequadria dust recipe stuff. But I'm going to take a quick break. I do need to sit up straight and I got to stretch my legs a little bit. I just woke up also. So I'll take a quick break and then we'll come back and figure out what's going on with our Nequadria. Chances are I had to do some upgrades on the plat line, and that's completely fine because it's a little outdated. Yeah, there's something needs to be done because we have a ton of this stuff, but it's not being processed into Nequadria for whatever reason. Anyway, so I'm going to take a break and I'll be right back. Thank you. Oh, phase, goodbye. Okay. Oh yeah, you absolutely want to be careful because if you don't do it correctly, goodbye to your entire base. Alright. Let's go check what happened to the rest of the base. I'm so scared. Man, if it let me put down my water bucket, I would be steaming through this course right now. Okay, no, I'm okay though. I'm okay. Too close. What? It was nothing. I put myself through danger for no reason. But there you have it. Hope that answers the question of what texture pack I'm using. I also included a link to the GTNH wiki that has more resource packs there for you to check out if you're interested. Like I mentioned earlier, I'd like for this to be a series where I answer some frequently asked questions. So if I get any more, I'll be sure to answer them. But for now, take care. See you later. Bye-bye. It's my rubber band ball. Look at him go. Now, if you didn't know, I have a rubber band ball that I'm growing. I mostly bring it up on the streams, but I thought I'd bring it up on the Let's Plays as well. And here he is. So I kind of wanted to try something. I'm probably going to regret this a lot, but let's say every like I get on this video, I will add one rubber ball or one rubber band to it. I have a whole pack of them here, just waiting to be used. I need your love. I need your time. I need to be free with you tonight. I need your Okay. I am back. Quick break. All I did was just a couple of stretches. Okay, music. Now, what the heck is wrong with Nick Quadri? I think how I have it made is this recipe here. It takes in a quadria sulfate dust, which is crafted. Okay. We have a lot of Nequadria oxide mixture dust. This goes in a centrifuge with phosphoric acid. And that's what the phosphoric acid is for right here. No, you are being processed just really slowly. Low quality. This makes low quality Nequadria phosphate dust. Which we have that much of it. And this is made into Nequadria rich solution. Okay, this is the problem here. It's because I have this stuff being made using the chemical reactor recipe. Okay. Phosphorus has always been kind of an issue for us. I guess not right now, right? Because we set up the B for it. Centrifuge. Does the centrifuge, this one, accept fluids? I don't remember. Yes, you do. So what I'm going to do is set up a recipe for it for now. This recipe right here. Put that right there. And then low quality Nequadria sulfate dust. I should be able to craft a lot more phosphoric acid because we're not really... It takes a while for the export bus to react or something like that. And then this one is a chemical reactor. Nequadria rich solution is something I have to see here. Like that. Distillation tower does this one. It also makes that stuff here. So I'm going to adjust this recipe so it doesn't make that. Put this back in the distillation tower. Yes, and then make a recipe for this stuff here in the chemical reactor. This is a blank reactor, right? Yes. Yeah, okay. Chemical reactor right here. Okay. Now, if I try to make a whole bunch of this stuff Nequadria rich solution, I think it should be able to craft, because we're trying to make the sulfate dust, I think. Because this stuff is auto-electrolyzed into Nequadria dust. So if I try to make like 1,000 of it or something, I should be able to craft now. And this stuff isn't a neutron activator, which is something I gotta upgrade to. Okay, well, I'll leave this there for a little bit and then we'll come back to it. Tiny pile of aquatic dust. Look at that. We got like 25 more. Hell yeah. Okay, so probably still gonna need some help here because we're just missing the Nequantria and then a lot of sand. So I think we should focus on the sand too, which is funny because this is like a very basic resource. Why am I still having issues with sand out of all things? That's funny. That is because I just don't have this set up. All right, let me see here. So we can either use a forge hammer. I'm going to need 2 of them though because it's going to be cobblestone and gravel. But if there's a way to just get sand directly without having to make a forge hammer, I would do that. Otherwise, I'll just make a forge hammer. And it'll be our first forge hammer as well. Hilariously. What, you can get diamond dust out of red sand? I didn't know that. Oh, we can use dirt. Let's make 2 forge hammers. So let's make a forge hammer. This will actually be the first multi-block forge hammer we make. Very funny, right? Not nano forge. What are you doing? Not forge of the gods. It's a lot of big words. Why is everything using the word forge? Yeah, industrial sledgehammer here. So anvils. Anvils are a little weird, right? Because you have to use molds for them. Dark steel, thaumium, void metal. I don't think I have access to void metal yet, but I do have access to thaumium, right? I do. I think I can craft this also, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's try to craft a couple of these industrial sledgehammers. Energy crystal. Why do you use energy crystal bolts? No idea, but I need them. This is a blank assembler. Right there. Alright. I would like 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of them. One to turn gravel into sand, and the other one to turn cobblestone into gravel. We already have a good source of cobblestone, right? 64 million. And then gravel. To do this, you need another forge hammer. Yes. I mean, I can also just use the gravel creeper, but nah. Actually, is that something you can do with sand? I'm curious. Is there a mob for this? Evolved creeper. It's a rare drop, though. I wonder why it actually drops sand. That's interesting. Anyways, we want 2 forge hammers. I need zirconium wire and advanced forge hammer. Alright, that is a pattern terminal craft. There we go. Molecular ass. And then fine zirconium wire. And a wire mill. 2. Need zirconium and 2 anvils. Zirconium is circuit 1. Zirconium. Zirconium is weird because there's like 5 different types. We have Bartworks, but there's also this one. And one of the updates changed so where it converted all the zirconium into this one. I don't actually know the difference here. This is the one I want to use. Okay. This would be blast furnace circuit 1. Oh, we need more. Like that. There we go. And then anvil. I mean, I can probably use the screw recipe, right? But honestly, it's cheap enough. What are you doing? Iron. Yes. Put this in the molecular ass. All right. Make 2 sledgehammers, please. There we go. And then all their supporting blocks are going to be forge casing. And then I guess that's pretty much it. These are not that bad. I guess I've just been avoiding it for like little reason. I don't have a recipe for this. No, I don't. Right there. So this one tells me I have to make 18. So make 18 times through 2, which is 36. Need haste, alloy X rod, and Babbitt. It sounds funny to me. Babbitt alloy. I'm assuming Babbitt alloy is something you can make in the blast smelter. Yes, you can. So you get fluid solidified. Oh. No, I had more. Don't forget. And then do I have solidifier rod? I do. Okay. This is going to be hast alloy, which is fluid solidifier as well. And then put that in the solidifier rod mold. Thank you. Okay, how is advanced nitinol still being crafted? Let me check on it because it looks like it hasn't really done much in a while. Where am I going? Go over here. Oh, you're right here. What are you talking about? What? What are you trying to make again? Molten advanced nitinol. That's a UV recipe. Oh no. Okay, fine. That means you need a... I mean, that's a good thing for this guy. It's actually going to be way faster. You need, to get upgraded, you need a UV energy hatch. And there's one right there. I'm also going to need a transformer. Step up. One of you. Let's pause it real fast so I don't break anything. And I'm also going to need some... I saw it. I need some soldering alloy wire. I'm hoping this doesn't get broken with the style of glass. It might. Energy hatch. Okay, so you need a better glass. Oh, luckily, actually, it should have enough. I don't know why, but I'm not going to complain. Did I make the Awakened Draconium? I don't think I made this. It was 864, right? Oh, shoot. That's why, because I needed fluorine. I remember fluorine being an issue also. But we can actually pump that directly from a planet, so I'm going to probably focus on that later. It's not really a focus right now. There we go. we're going to be stepping up from CPM. Yes, step up CPM, UV, right there. And there we go. So now you can do the advanced nitinol. And we can craft rugged Botmium casings now. You're actually crafting, right? What are you talking about? What do you mean power loss? Uh-oh. It's kind of expensive. I don't want to do that. No, you have power. West, west, up, 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 up. You have the power. Don't lie to me. Let me check if you actually have power. Let me get a scanner out here. No, you got power. Did I just never turn this on? Okay. Why? Uh-oh. That's interesting to me. Let me check here. So the rugged Botmium. This might be a parallelization issue. I think it's a parallelization. So LUV is 32,768. It's very close. Four amps to 1 amp, 4 amps to 1 amp. Yeah, I think it's just trying to craft too many batches at once. It's one of those things. So if I check here, actually, are you on blocking mode? No, okay, well, never mind. That disproves that. I think I'm just going to. I think it's just accepting too much power. I don't know. It's a weird thing. There's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's very close to a max amp, and then it kind of just freaks out because it just doesn't have enough power. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever the case, I'm just going to remove a energy hatch and see if that fixes it. You would think that it doesn't, but these things can be a little weird sometimes. Trust me. Oh, sweet. I should complete a quest there. Yeah, see, it's just weird like that. I guess it just accepts like almost a full amp. Yeah. And it just kind of gives up. Oh, you know what it is. You know what it is. For me to step up to UEV power, I need to be putting 2 amps into these two at the same time. So 4 amps total. This is only 1 amp. That's what it was. That's the issue. And now it works fine because it's running at UHV because it only has 1 amp. So I can feed it 1 amp just fine. Okay. Oops. I think we should be fine though. I don't think we needed all of those anyways. Let's try this. But now I at least know that I have to fix this. Soldering? What? Why? Why did I complete that quest? Oh, optional or checkbox. Sure, I'll just check it. That's a lot of words. We're not there yet, though. That and then that's gonna go away. Yeah, we should have enough blocks. I think we have exactly enough blocks. It looks like we have exactly enough. It looks so funny. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. It's funny. Looks it doesn't looks I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways, current channel, let's upgrade this. We're not cavemen, we have technology. This is going to be UHV. Yeah. And then pipe casing is tungsten steel. And then actual casing is rugged botmium. And copy channel is a hologram projector. And then GT no hatch 2-1. There we go. Sweet. All right, we have upgraded our chemical plant. Fully upgraded also. Well, except not the power, right? Okay. So we got to figure this out in order to give this enough power for it to run. We actually have to set up double the machines to do this. I think I'm going to just set it up. I mean, I can either have a really big, what do you call it? Wire that goes all the way over here or not. It's a wire coming off of the biblically accurate active transformer. Or I can just have more of these, and I think I'm just going to do that. More of these little setups here. Okay. So I'm going to need 2 coils. We have to give this 2 more amps of UHV, which we can do just fine. I am going to break this apart, though, just to rethink of what we're doing. Right there. All right, I'm going to need double of these. 2 more of you. Actually, we can do without. So if I do this to do 1 amp of UHV, should be fine. Or 4 amps of UHV. We'll do this one. Yes, and then another transformer to step up. ZPM. 64 amps into 16 amps of that one, yeah. That one. How's our Nequadria doing? I mean, he's not bad. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, we have a lot of Nequadria oxide mixture. I think I can change this recipe, though. Yeah, okay. Let's do that just to speed things up. I'm going to Nequadria, and then in the centrifuge. Yeah, this guy. Let's change this recipe here. think I can do this. Not that one. There's another centrifuge over here. This one. Oh, we're gonna need a bigger input hatch though. Let's do that. Input hatch. Alright, you can have this one, sure. Oops. Breaking everything now. Face down, then relay, and then face into there. Okay. So try to restart this craft here. So we try to craft some Quadria. This stuff. Yeah, this stuff. Yeah, this stuff here. I trust that it works. It does craft all 512,000 in one batch, though, which is great. And we'll just leave it like that. Okay. Okay, anyways, I need to try to get this guy going. So we need the transformers here. We want this one, and we want this one, and then I'm going to need a couple of these diodes. 2 more of you. What do you mean? They really only accept those diode inductors, right? That's so funny. They don't even accept like the good ones. You're telling me I have to craft this recipe. Ew. Ew, it's an old recipe. It's fine though. Alright, circuit 3 though. We do have a circuit 3 ass machine. We'll do that. Fine. So 2 more diodes. There we go. And I'm going to need some coils. Right there. No, I need some UHV wire, I think, to connect this. We have plenty. This is enough for, yeah. This is plenty. So right there, and one right here. This will be red. Yes, and then we're gonna give this the high amp transformer right there. And then step up. And then face up. So what this one is going to do is it accepts 16, excuse me, hang on. The heck was that? It's a weird throat issues, I don't know. I think it happens when I don't sit up straight. Anyways, so this one is going to get 16 amps of UV, push 4 amps of UHV, and that should be enough for 2 of these energy hatches to step up to UEV power. Now this one needs to accept 16 amps of UV, which comes from this transformer. Yeah. And then we need to step this up. Face up. Okay. And then we just need the 2 diodes right there and the 4 coils. Now this is going to be a little bit of an issue because this wire is kind of in the way. What am I going to do about it? I'm just going to move the wire a little bit. Yeah. Just curve it around. Yeah, there we go. And let's start disconnecting things. Not you. Not you. you can connect. There we go. And then just go ahead and paint this. Okay, so this one is going to have the 4 diodes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you are going to point into here. Actually, no, I can't do that. Well, I don't even need the diodes. I'll show you what I can actually do. Okay, right there. So what I was thinking actually is to just move this transformer. Put it right here. And this should work. So step up again and then point it into this guy now. So now I just need to put in 1 coil that accepts 64 amps of CPM into here. Yeah, 64 amps of CPM into 1 UHV amp or UEV amp. It's actually pretty wild. And I think that should be it, right? Imagine touching that. Instant vaporize. Okay, so this should solve our issue of not having enough power for these machines. For this machine, at least. Just watch it blow up. Okay. But this should mean that we can actually craft the mutated living solder. If we had the resources for it, which we don't. Let's deal with this first. I'm trying to deal with one thing at a time before I forget, because I'm going to forget about this if I don't do this now. Put these guys over here. Have plenty of fluid storage to last us a little bit, and then I'm going to move it over to the HEB, similar to these drives over here. Okay, so again, what were we doing? We were crafting sledgehammers, right? Because I wanted to craft the fusion controller, which is having both issues with Nequadria, which is slowly but surely is getting crafted. And we'll come back to this whenever we need to. And sand. Of all the things, we're lacking sand. We do generate sand, but it's super slow. Very outdated system because we get our sand mostly from endstone. But we're farming endstone from Yellowstone lilies. But this is super old and outdated. We don't do this anymore. It's just kind of an old setup that I just haven't updated because I don't want to deal with crops anymore. Anyways, forge casing. Let's make 36 of you. I can craft them. Do you need a muffler? Yes, you do. You also need an anvil. What's the best anvil I can make? I'm not going to. What about dark steel anvil? If I check here, I can make... Yeah, dark steel anvil is just more parallel, so I'll do that. Dark steel. This has to be a fluid solidifier. Okay. So I need that much. 8, 9, 28. 8, 9, 28. Go for it. Why do I have that much dark steel just hanging out? No idea, but I'm going to use it. That's why we're out of silicon. It's all of this separation. All the fuel crafting just eats it up. Are you even crafting? Oops. No, I never turned it back on, right? Yeah. Anvil. I'm going to need a solidifier, but I don't want to make a pattern for this. Why do I have this? Oh, I'll use one for now just to get it going. So I can plug into this thing. I think I have the dark steel ready. Yep. Thank you. Oops, sorry. This guy's almost done. Just needs to be crafted. That should not be too bad. Casings are done already? Oh wow, that was actually pretty fast. Okay, sweet. You're not crafting, and I think it's because you're trying to charge up, right? Yes, you are. Turn on the streamer switch. There it is. I don't actually have to leave it on that much because our power generates so fast whenever we're actually jump starting the base. Because of the Nakodar reactor, it's so good. Like, how much power does it generate? A lot. Almost 100 million, I think. I think it's about 100 million it generates. It's so good. Turn off the streamer switch for now. Because it does save our base sometimes. So, what was I crafting? Fluid solidifier. I'm just going to put this guy in the biblically accurate biblically accurate active transformer. This is a ZPM machine, so like right there, it's just fine. There you go. This is just a temporary setup to make my anvils. All right, we have an anvil now. Is it literally just an anvil inside the machine? I guess so. It's funny. I hope I don't have to repair it. Anyways, let's go build it. So these guys will just go right here to get my qubit. Right here. I want to unset, 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 unset. Like that. Okay. Right there. Okay. Easy. Then we'll go ahead and border it. 2, 3, like that. I'm feeling a little bit of lag. It can't be the only one. All right, anvils, one right there. Oh, okay. I forget that they're affected by gravity. Am I gonna need more? I think I'm gonna need more forge casings because, oh no, I have plenty actually. I'll still make like 20 more, sure. Because we're not gonna use that much input output on these. So for sure maintenance hatch, because it wouldn't be a multi-block with that one. We need some mufflers. Like that. That is a quest complete. Thank you. Out here on this channel, we only complete quests by accident. It's been such a recurring theme. And then power down there, so I can put the anvil now. There we go. Now it doesn't fall. So you're going to be 2 stocking input buses and then a couple of output buses. We need more. Just make like a couple. Oh no, you need 10. Really? Just 1. Oh, you're missing one sand. That's so funny. All right, fine. Ignore. I said I'm trying to solve in the first place. Oops. Look at me being in UHV tier and I'm barely dealing with sand. That's funny, actually. Let's get my cable. But what can I say? That does seem kind of on brand for me. I tend to be putting things off until the last minute. I mean, it's not really putting things off. Well, it is putting things off. Not the last minute. It's just putting things off. I'm going to need some level emitters. I'll set this up right now. And a couple of machine controllers. Like that. Like that, yes. And then output bus. One right there. And then I think that's all the input output that you need, right? No, you also need power. Power I considered an input output. Because you're inputting power. IV, energy hatch. Yes, it'll be IV. IV should be plenty enough to deal with this. I'm gonna need to. With those forge. Not with the 0. Like that, yes. Right there. And then the output bus. Output bus ME. Like that. Right there. And then we'll go ahead and connect it to our superconductor cables. These guys. And before I forget, I need my soldering alloy wire. You can put this guy away just to put it away. Like that. So IV energy hatch, go right here. So these are our first ever forge hammers. And then the one I use for general crafting isn't even upgraded. It's still an LUV. LUV single block. I'll upgrade it, I swear. I don't know when though. I can't promise when. But I can promise that I will upgrade it. Mostly I just haven't upgraded because it hasn't really been a bottleneck for us. Okay, I'm going to need 2 of these 64Ks. And then get them filtered to be sand and gravel. And this one is going to be gravel. Like that. So this one will be, I guess, gravel. And then 500,000. Like that. And then sand. Right there. Then you repair. On. And then you actually have the recipe. So this one's going to be the gravel one. You're going to get cobblestone. 64 million of it. There we go. Look at that. So quick. And now you're full. Honestly, not my problem. And then are you even going to be able to fit all of that? No, you're going to need more space. You know what? I have 2 more. There you go. There you go. There you go. Just fine. Now, this guy is going to be the gravel to sand. I just have to give this gravel. And now we have sand. Batch crafted. And now we have sand. Finally, after 211 episodes. Oh, how many hours? Minutes played. 703 hours. We have sand automation. Hell yeah. You're loud. I'm going to walk away from that. All right, I'll just leave that there. Totally not stalling. I'm actually kind of proud here. It's actually really funny to me. Okay. So we have sands now, right? If I check my... Well, I can actually take sand out of recipes here. I should adjust my recipes also. No, excuse me. So sand is used to make something. I think all this is fine. Because the fusion reactor was asking for something, and I think it was asking for sand, which we just dealt with, so I think I'm okay now. Okay, so if I try to craft one of these guys, what are you missing now? It's just a little bit of Nequadria, so we're still processing that. It's just a little slow. But I'm curious, what are we missing now? Take a sip of my... Oops. I don't know if you can hear that when I bump my mic. I should probably get like a shock mount or something. Uh-oh, this might be how you guys convinced me to make a taller neutron activator. Uh-oh. Because that's how you speed this up, right? It's to just make it taller. I think I'll try that. I'm going to have to increase this and that. I think it's fine if I upgrade it as long as I don't... Actually... No, yeah, the neutron sensor is what it is. That's all it really does, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, as long as I don't move the neutron sensors, I should be fine. Let's just try to upgrade this. So the neutron activator. What do I need for this? I don't think I need this because it just goes up. I'm going to need more steel frame boxes. I think that's it. More reinforced glass and more speeding pipe casings. That's what I want. I can't craft them. All right. This would be a blank gas machine. And that's, I don't know. Does it tell me exactly how faster these things are? Neutron activators. It will output current products with specific neutron. Otherwise, it will output trash. Sure, whatever. How much of a time discount will it give? Before I do that, I think I should upgrade this guy here. I'll at least give it a neutron or a CPM neutron accelerator. That guy. Ew. It actually seems worse than it actually is, so I don't think I'll do that. But I do need to research this one, right? Yeah. Oh no. Precise assembler. I think we have one. Did I tear it down? Where am I going? It's over here. Oh no, I tore it down. Uh-oh. I think I used it to build this one. Well, I'm gonna need another precise assembler. Let's make one then. This is going to be blank assembler. More rabbit holes. Titanium wire. Of course you do. I should have an 8x wire mill. Yeah, because I remember putting a wire mill for like everything. Yeah, right here. Then precise assembler. And a precise ass. There we go. Craft one for me. Now I can make the magnetic neodymium plate for sure. But what kind of neodymium am I actually making? I'm making the ingot, so I can use a bending machine. There we go. That's done. Now the precise assembler, I'm gonna have to set like fully built the thing. Glass, I don't think it matters, right? I don't think it matters. I'm gonna set it up similar to this one, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna give this guy a CPM energy hatch. You're so loud. Relax. I remember these imprecise or these casings here. It tells me here the minimum it needs is 42. So I'm gonna make 42 precise electronic unit casings. Mark ones, yes. What's the difference here? They shouldn't be that bad anymore. We're like way past it. These guys are atrocious, I bet. Ew. UV and whatever that is. Imprecise. I'm not gonna worry about it. More parallels. I remember these being pretty bad because of the amount of. I don't exactly remember why they were so bad, but I remember these being really bad to craft. It must have been all of this weird stuff, like 10 molium. What even is that? I'm still gonna craft them though. Let's do that. Blank assembler. And this thing wants 42 of the minimum, so we're going to do the minimum. 10 millium. The heck are you? Oh no. Hang on. It's because you need these gears. I don't know if I can Solidify it. Doesn't look like it. No, we need the dust. All right, fine. This is going to be circuit 5. I don't know if I have a circuit 5 over here, though. I have a 4. I'll put it over here, then. In the old mixer. This guy's also a little outdated, but you know what? Most of the time, it's okay. Right here should be fine. There we go. Okay. Precise assembler is still being crafted. Why are you taking so long? How much you want to bet is because the water doesn't agree with it anymore. Oh no, it's because you're stuck on engraved gold chips for whatever reason. It's right here. No, you know you're upgraded. Europium does work with whatever I do. It's just that it has so much other stuff it's trying to craft. I didn't realize this has a lot of work. No valid recipe. Oh, never mind, it broke. So, ASOC wafers using 5 treated water. Yeah, this one. You need to be a Mericium doped wafer. Okay, so this recipe needs to change. Like that. And you are a emerald lens. I'll just put it right here, actually. Right there. And then restart the craft. Precise. Go for it. Out of you, are you also stuck on? No. Yes, you are. Retry it. There you go. And yep, that worked. I'll do this for a slightly better neutron accelerator. Can I still craft the, what do you call them? The speeding pipe casings? If I make it twice as tall. Just need blue alloy frame box. I mean, we can craft them. I'm curious how much of a impact they make. This would be circuit 4. Put them right there. Make it twice as tall. Actually, I forget. Is it, yeah, 4 of them. Alright, we have the other precise assembler. We're just waiting on this stuff to finish crafting. We actually have a Botmium done. It was the energy crystal. No, that's lumium. Why are you broken? It's the blast furnace stuck. Uh-oh. You might be stuck. You're not stuck, okay. Are you stuck? No? You know you're working fine. Yeah, it's working fine. Not even an issue. Our machines are pretty good. We may not need this yet. But I'll still craft it. Bye. Okay. What else do we need for this thing to build? We need 21 machine casings. We're using a CPM energy hatch, so it has to be CPM machine casings. 21 of you. Tungsten steel frame box. I have a lot of tungsten steel here. Hang on. Let's just do that. Sweet. That's gonna help out just a little bit. We have enough frame boxes. We also need the glass. I think any glass is okay, right? It doesn't depend on the glass. Yeah, EV plus. So I just need some reinforced glass there. We got plenty. I think that's everything. All right. Oh, it didn't even take that long. I remember this being so bad back then, but we're like way past the point where we were struggling before. So I'm no longer having an issue. Okay, sweet. I should be able to put this down. I'm gonna put it. This guy is quite large. He is a quite large multi-block. So don't really know where to put it. I guess I'll put it back here because it was here before and I kind of just stole it from its home. So I'll put it back here. Yeah. Gone. And then we have to flip it around twice. Like that. Now it's facing backwards. It doesn't look like it, but trust me, it is. Oh, that's a little bit of lag. You never like that. Thank you. I had to fix this, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Current channel is... Machine casing is... CPM. We have a lot of iridium glass. I'll just use that one then. And then machine casing is ZPM. Unit casing is that one. And then copy channels. And then GT, no hatch. One add. And then, okay, go for it. That's as much as it's going to do. It's actually going to be missing a whole ton of casings here. That's fine. Because we're doing the bare minimum because I don't want to craft anymore. That's way too many casings. CPM machine casing. And then the rest of it is going to be input buses of whatever variety I have. A whole bunch of you, and sure, let's just get rid of all these random input buses that I have. Does this work? I don't think so. Use that one though. This is gonna clear up some inventory. Yeah, I remember this being like, oh yeah, just don't look up here. It still is like that. It's funny. And then I do need a muffler. Let's craft a couple of mufflers and the energy hatch as well. Like that. Then this needs a maintenance hatch. Muffler probably should have crafted by now. Not mug. Never mind. What's taking you so long? I have no idea. Sweet. Coil. This one would be CPM power. Muffler. Put this guy right here. No, I want you to face down, even though it doesn't actually matter. The rest of it is going to be random input buses that I have lying around just to clear up inventory space. Even though, again, it doesn't matter. We have so much of that. Right there. I have a ZPM machine casing, and I don't know why. No, that's all. I honestly don't know why. It's fine. You need to be a regular casing, though. I'll just do this one. Like that. Oh, you also have to be walled. Okay. Tungsten steel. Frame box. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A whole bunch of iridium borosilicate glass. Only because I have so much of this lying around. Just add a bunch more of these input buses. All right. I use HV input buses a lot, so I'm just going to use those. Actually, we also need to interface with the storage. It's one thing I should consider. So this one is going to be a... Yeah. I'm sorry, so I need to make one of those, and also a quadruple input hatch. And we'll stick with, I guess we'll just use this one. Put it right here, actually, like that. Yes. And then input bus. Just gonna craft 50 of them. Oh, you're out of wood. Okay, of course you are. Hey, Viking. What's up? I keep bumping into my mic. I don't know if you can hear that, though. Does OBS show it? Oh, yeah, you can see it. Oops. Probably destroying my mic every time I do that. What's up? I'm just doing a morning stream. I'm still not quite sure about keeping the morning schedule, because a big reason why I decided to do morning schedule was me streaming in the afternoons after work is kind of rough. And then I started going to the gym lately, and that's just kind of reduced my time during the weekdays. You're not supposed to go there. Anyways, that's just what I was at. That's just what's on my mind, like, at this second. I saw that you replied to. I see a mail that you replied to a comment, but I haven't checked it out. I'll check it out later. Interface. Dual interface. Right there. This one is going to be, you're gonna love it. Precise ass. Hell yeah. It's just throwing the sickos. All right. Yeah, I know some of the things I say that may come off as rude, but I guess just a disclaimer, I guess. And people know me by now, or shouldn't. I hope they know me by now, is I'm not actually a serious person. I tend to, like, giggle and laugh at, like, literally anything. So if I call someone a sicko, it is actually with the utmost respect. And yeah, it just reminds me of Ethos Lab. I'm sure everybody heard about that. Heard about him. I was actually watching one of his videos earlier because he released one a couple days ago. And during the recording, his voice cracked, and it kind of made me laugh because it's like my voice cracks all the time. So it's nice to know that someone that I look up to in terms of Minecraft also has cracked voices. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to get this going. Why aren't you working? It's because I have 2 casings and it absolutely needs all of the casings for it to actually work. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Build should be good now. So I'm rabbit hole upon rabbit hole, is what you can probably tell from what the title is today. This all started because I want mutated living solder, right? But to get mutated living solder, I need bismuth plasma, which is a Mark III reactor recipe. We don't have a Mark III reactor. We have just a Mark II sitting right there. I was like, okay, let's craft a Mark III reactor. We can actually craft it. Craft it. Don't even finish your thought. Just craft it. Why I was gonna continue with it, right? One of the issues with the fusion controller was that we needed a quadri. We're actually completely out of this stuff, and we need more of it. And for me to, oh shush, that multi-plug's so loud. It always scares me. Anyways, to upgrade it, we want more speeding pipe casings, right? For the neutron activators, because that's going to help us produce Nequadria, this guy over here, because he's pretty slow. To upgrade this, you need the speeding pipe casing. But I also need to account for powering the neutron accelerator. So, and then I wanted to craft a neutron accelerator, which means I need inverters, which means I need quartz crystal resonator, which means I need a precise assembler. I tore it down because I moved the original one over here. That's not a precise assembler anymore. So now I built another one here right now. We just keep going. Oh, shush. I'm going to give this a muffler. Oh, I hate that machine. It's so loud. I swear they made it even louder. I don't even know if it works like that, but they made that machine louder in this update. It was not that loud before. I don't think it made any noise, actually. Anyway, that was just a big tangent train of thought that I had going on, I guess. I don't know. Just notice the VODs actually almost caught up. Well, the VODs are actually caught up because I've reduced the amount of streaming I do to like two days a week at most, instead of like 4 days or 4 streams 4 days a week. So they were able to catch up. I just haven't posted episode 210 because I got lazy. So, but I have good reason, right? I'm lazy because every 10th episode, so for example, 210, I have to make more thumbnails for them. And the thumbnails, all they are is just increasing the number by 1. But it takes me like 10 minutes of work. And you know how much effort it does for me to convince me to do 10 minutes of effort? That's a lot of work. So we've been putting off making the thumbnails for the next 10 episodes. And I do it every 10 episodes also. So every 200 and... Yeah, so I would have to make the next thumbnails for episodes 210 until 219. I'll probably do that this weekend someday. But this does mean that we will be seeing those episodes come up soon, which does include this one and tomorrow's as well. I can actually just put this guy there, and I should be able to craft it. Keep the program open and do a thumbnail after breakfast every day for a week, and you're good for a while. You know, that would be a good idea if I actually ate breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. And this isn't me trying to be like, I'm just trying to find more excuses. No, it's just because um, it started off with me doing intermittent fasting when I was like a couple years ago, for like dietary or like I guess you can say weight loss things. This was during COVID, and um, I'm what you call a social eater. I if I'm gonna eat something, I like it to be what someone else is eating at the same time. So during like the COVID season, we just started eating a little less at home. And then it got to a point where we were like not eating breakfast. And then I just got so used to it that now I feel a little sick whenever I eat breakfast. And this is actually true. I don't like eating breakfast because it makes me a little queasy. It's weird. But maybe that's just because I don't like eating breakfast as soon as I wake up. I think like right now I'm pretty hungry. I'm actually pretty hungry. But anyways, back to your point is having breakfast progress me to crash at 12 in the morning. Okay, I get that. Keep back to the point you made. Program open and do a thumbnail after breakfast every day for a week and you're good for a while. I need a more efficient way to make thumbnails. I am learning GIMP. If you guys don't know what GIMP is, it's like an open source program or open source image editor, I think. So I've been learning how to use it, and it's actually pretty fun. I actually made the most recent compact claustrophobia thumbnail using GIMP. It's actually pretty complicated, I think, by my standards, but it's pretty fun trying to learn how to use it. But I need to find like a more efficient way to make thumbnails doing that, right? Because it doesn't really work well with text that I know of, and then I have to do like weird things with the text because it's not just text. It's like adding a shadow behind it and like neon effect because I like a neon effect. So that's what I want to do with the next thumbnails is figure out how to use GIMP and make the thumbnails a little more better. You're taking forever, but you are crafting. Nor memory chips is probably stuck on something, honestly. Yeah, you're probably stuck on this. Let me keep that in mind. But anyways, yeah, I'll probably figure out how to do the thumbnails that I do for the VODs on GIMP instead. They probably won't look too much different, but you may notice it now that I mentioned it. Since it's absolutely broken recipe. So cancel it. Nor memory chips absolutely needs to get upgraded. This is just what happens whenever we switch waters. Nor memory chips are going to be. We're using tier 5 water right now, so it's this recipe now. And I'm go put them back over here. But I'm getting pretty hungry. I think a sandwich would go kind of crazy right now. I've been going to Subways kind of often the past, actually once a day every week. No, sorry. Once a day this week. Yes. In my defense, yes, that's a lot of Subways, but it's because I have coupons. So I'm trying to take advantage of them. And I gotta say, I've already saved about $30 worth of Subway sandwiches this week. It's a pretty good deal, I think. What was I doing? Fusion control mark 3. Yes, make it. There you go. I think we'll be able to get this pretty. We'll get this today, I think, but it won't. I don't think we'll be able to set it up today. We'll probably be able to set it up tomorrow, though, because I still need to figure out how to power the thing. It's going to take a lot of energy hatches, 16 UV energy hatches, and a lot of these fusion machine casing Mark IIs. These guys are honestly don't look too bad, but it might still take a while because it still does need Nakodal alloy. Actually, let's just try to craft them. Do I even have a recipe for it? No, I don't. You are a blank assembler. Yeah, I'm not too sure what I'll eat. Maybe I'll stem away from breakfast. No, not breakfast. Stem away from sandwiches. I've been doing this every Saturday is a local restaurant or local foods just to try things out, right? You know, support local business also. I think that's important. Last week I visited home, so technically it was local food if you think about it. But last week I ate some it's a Japanese restaurant actually. I'm not really too very aware of Japanese food or Asian foods in general, but this place is pretty good. I had some yakisoba. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? It was great. Oh, we can craft it. Just craft it. Don't even think about it. And we actually might be able to set this up right now. I'm going to need the UV energy hatches. 16 of them. Oh, we can actually craft 16. Go for it. That's pretty good, actually. I love it when you can craft things. We actually have the speeding pipes ready. Oh, I know what I was trying to do. I was trying to craft a neutron accelerator. The LUV version, though. Need a micro heater. This is also a precise ass. Because I need to craft the LUV one in order to research. I need to research it to get the ZPM one. Need these low voltage coils. That is circuit 1 ass machine. Everything isn't an ass machine nowadays, right? That's one thing I was thinking about whenever I was playing Compact Claustrophobia earlier. Was like a lot of the recipes in Compact Claustrophobia are just crafting table recipes. So it's very easy to just set up it's using refined storage, right? So just using one of those multi-block refined storage crafters to do everything. That's what I was thinking. But over here in Gregtech, and I think it's the same for like any pack that uses Gregtech, there's a lot of assembler recipes. It's like it dominates everything pretty much. And that's okay, you know, it's just another way of crafting, and it's a little bit of challenge involved to it, I think. I wonder if you guys can hear the train in the background. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it's showing up on OBS. Okay, I wanted to check this if you're actually able to craft the micro heater. I don't think it's able to craft anything. You don't even have an output bus, sir. Oops. Yeah, that would be it. It's actually doing pretty good. Wow. I'm impressed. Are you stuck also? You might... No, you can only be crafted with grade 5 water. I remember this was the original bottleneck. That's right. That's right. When can I get these photonically prepared wafers? I need grade 8 water and crystalline bowls, which is a whole bunch of... This is quite certain crystallines. Ew. Oh, it's just a lot of scanning. Okay. That's fine. I still need the output bus. One of you. And then connect this to a... right here's be fine. And then you need to get replaced. Because I need exactly that many casings. There it is. Don't put it there. What are you doing? Go here. I mean, chances are I'll probably just get a sandwich. It's a very easy meal. Subway's has got a good one. I've been getting the chicken bacon ranch basically all day this week. Or all week. Yeah. It goes kind of crazy. I recommend it. All right. What's stopping you from finishing up? Correct superconductor wire. It is the precise assembler. So a lot of the assembler crafts are in here. I would say about half of them. More than half, actually. There's a lot of them in here. And this is an outdated machine. It is not set up with universal automation in mind. It's set up with the old method. And there is a very small chance that it just clogs. Something conflicts. It has happened. But then I got this guy, which is a lot more upgraded. And especially with the power, this thing's running UHV, and the other one is, I think, just UV, right? So I can probably upgrade that too, but I'll leave it there for now. So how am I going to power this? Fortunately for us, we do have the active transformer piping here, so I can probably just send power into this using an active transformer. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's still going to be here, by the way. Yeah, I'll keep it here unless I want to move it over here. What if I put it here, actually? How much space do you take? You take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 does not seem right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is 15. Okay. 15 blocks. Can I cram it in like a... right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can put it inside. That would look pretty funny, actually, right? I'll leave it right there. It's the easiest solution. Or what if I have it like more out here? I'll leave it right here. It's already set up. But I'm going to need another active transformer for this anyways. We actually have them. Okay. What about high power casings? I don't know how much I need. How much can I craft 100? I can. Should I? Yeah. So how much power am I going to need from this? I want this to have laser. It's going to be lasers, right? I can actually do this. So it says here 32,768 per energy hatch. 32768. That's ZPM. No, that's LUV. Yeah, because I forget these fusion controllers work a little weird in that they don't, like, even though the energy hatch is like that, it doesn't actually consume that much power. Right? So for example, the Mark II. The Mark II requires CPM energy hatches, but you only need to give this IV power. And similarly to the, I guess the Mark III one is that you only have to give this LUV power. So can I just use LUV cables? I probably could. There's going to be 16. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'm just going to need a dynamo hatch. Is there like another fusion? No, it's fine. I'll just use a dynamo hatch. This is going to be 16 amps of LUV. I think is completely okay. So just use that one. We'll use the 64 amp one because we might as well. I'm going to need a couple of these superconductor cables to be able to support 64 amps. Make 100. And I think that should be fine. Okay, I'm going to leave this crafting for a little bit and then take a quick break and I'll be right back. We're making pretty good progress, actually. All right, I'll be right back. Thank you. Wait.
Your left window is higher than your right. So it's like the
Wait, something's off. Wait. Hang on. Wait, I can fix this. 2, 3, 4, 5. The left one is correct. Am I gonna keep it?
That's all I can think of is that face.
Hello. Something finished crafting and I don't know what it was. Oh, it's a fusion casings. Yeah, there are these guys. Music. Thank you. This guy is Are you stuck on the laser engraver still? You are, but it's because the QPIC wafers are a little bit of a slow craft. I didn't realize they were that slow. Okay. How do we do grade 6 water? We can actually craft this, I think. Yeah. Titanium plasma. You can craft titanium plasma, actually. During operation, swap the lens and the lens housing. The multi-block will output a signal through the lens indicator hatch when the current lens must be. How the heck do you do this? Lens swaps will be requested and this sounds pretty complicated, actually. The recipe always starts at the random lens. Removing a lens too early will fail the recipe. That sounds pretty cool, actually. Hey, Demonic, you just do it? Absolutely. How you doing? Looks like we're pretty much just waiting for this guy to finish up and the energy hatch here. It's still waiting on those. UV pump is a little slow. Why are you slow? Probably because you're being made here, and I still haven't made the advanced component, or what do you call it? Component ass line. I haven't done that yet. Yet. Keyword. This guy is... I don't even know why you're not working. Is it the electric motors? Oh, you know what? The motors might be... Hang on, let me check here. No, the motor should be crafted correctly. Electric motor. Now you're renamed correctly. You know, Bernie, I'm still waiting for you to make the thing I requested forever ago. I haven't forgotten about it, honestly. I always come back to it, and then I'm like, I really should do this. I haven't forgotten about it either, don't worry. It's been almost a year, right? Or has it been over a year, actually? I know, it's just I keep doing other projects and it just piles up, but I did start on it. I did actually. How much did I do? Let me see. Let me see if I can open it up. I did do some, but it's I don't know. It's been a little tricky here. Open up desktop and then music, NVS, tunes. Where is it? Which one is it? Kuza theme NBS. I did start on it. Actually, you're not even gonna work with that. Let me open it through Noteblock Studio. you know. Let me show you guys. So we'll be done in. I mean, I'll finish it by the time I reach Stargate. How about that? If I hang on, let me do a game and audio. All right, you're gonna see this. I don't even know if you're gonna hear me, but if I do, where is it? I'm gonna have to do some weird shenanigans for me to be able to show you this, and so I'm absolutely going to do it and break my recording. I don't care. Screen capture, display capture. I hate doing display capture. No, I just want to show it now. Now I'm curious about it. I just want to see if it actually shows up. And then I don't think you can actually hear anything. So I have to do application audio capture. And then that one. Okay, so if I try to play this. Oh, it's loud. Hang on. Sorry. Man, when was the last time I worked on this? I don't know, but I was working on it. It doesn't sound bad. And that's it. I'm real proud of this little loop here, right here. The bass part, whatever it does. Yeah, hell yeah! Look at this. That sounds so cool. Oops. Yeah. It is a pretty good song. I can't deny that. Yeah, but I haven't not worked on it. All right. Don't save the changes. Now it's gonna break everything. Oh no, you're seeing all my stuff. That's fine. Remove that one, and remove. Not really hiding anything, and then remove this one. My recording didn't break, right? I probably did. It's fine. Turn the music back on. Okay. I have been working on it, but that's a very generic term because it also has been a couple of months since I last worked on it. Okay. I'll finish it by the time I reach Stargate. That is my solemn promise. So it looks like we're kind of slowing down here, and it might be a little bit before we actually get progress in, which tells me it might be time to just wrap up the episode here and then get some crafts going in the meantime. So what are some things that I can do overnight that I desperately will need? Something is taking forever in the ass line. I don't really know what it is. I think it's... Oh, it's you. So, what we're going to be doing next episode is setting up Mark III Fusion. It's going to replace this guy, but we're not going to be... Well, I could probably still use coils, honestly. Yeah, I can still use coils. I just need to do this. And it steps down like that. Yeah, okay, I don't need an active transformer. So I'm just going to put the block of Aegon back. Because I forgot that it doesn't need as much power as you would think. Because, anyways, Fusion 3 reactor will be here next episode. I wasn't paying attention, having a smoke on the balcony, and then I was blasted with immediate sounds. Yeah, it's because Demonic came out of nowhere and reminded me about the fact that I haven't completed one of their requests. So earlier on, when I became Twitch affiliate, which was like late February even, one of the rewards I had was to ask me to make an NBS or Note Block Studio tune of like literally anything. I got 3 requests. I have completed 2 of them. I have not completed the third one, which is Demonics. And yeah, it's been like over a year. I should probably do that. I haven't forgotten about it. I did work on it very little bit, and that's what you heard playing. I just let that play out for a little bit. But yeah, I think it is about time for me to call it here today. It looks like a lot of this stuff is being stuck because of the ass line needs to get worked on and whatnot. But it looks like we will be able to craft the Mark III Fusion. Great. Oh, you know what? Demonic, another very important thing we actually set up, and I think Viking, this goes for you as well, because I think you showed up after like 211 episodes. Finally, after 700 hours of gameplay, we have set up sand automation. Oh, we're in the future now. And this is all just to make silicon dioxide dust, make it bulk craft actually. And this is in order to get silicon. This is basically the silicon loop. I needed a lot of silicon. How much do I have actually? 9,000. That's not bad, but it'll build up over time. I can probably upgrade those machines also. Yeah, I could probably upgrade this one. Electrolyzer's a little slow. They're only running IV power. As a fellow musician, if you need some analog sounds, I can run that meeting through my dry. Actually, I read that as dry. Modular wall for you only got my acid bass voice finish, so that sounds very complicated. So the idea with the Note Block Studio sounds, though, is that it's going to be strictly Note Block Studio. Down the road, I will like to open up actual music covers, yes, for the marimba, and at some point more. So if you guys don't know what a percussion ensemble is, it's just a collection of nerds playing percussion instruments, and they make a song, and I love that. It was my favorite pastime in back in high school, because that was really the last time I played percussion instruments. So one of my favorite memories was being a part of percussion ensembles, and I would love to do that. And I already have I already have a video of me playing marimba with the shaker at the same time, somewhere on the YouTube. But it's a start, you know. I need to collect more instruments. I need to get better at recording and whatnot. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is that I would like to open up music requests for that as well, and then take a year to to follow through. Oops. It does have a synth complementing the guitar. I don't know, but at this point, we're just kind of hanging out now. I'll wait around a little bit for this to finish. I keep bumping into my mic because I got a low profile mic arm. I was talking about it like at the start of the episode, and I don't think I mentioned it since. I finally got a mic stand, like a boom arm that is under my monitor. And the funniest thing is that the old mic arm that I had was off to the side and hanging down, right? Which meant it was blocking half of my screen this entire time. So I finally have a mic that doesn't block my screen, so I can actually see the game. You know what that means? I am going to be twice as good of a player now. Because that's totally how it works. Yeah, I still can't believe that I stuck around with that boom arm for as long as I did, because I really could only see half the screen. And another important thing about it, I'm thirsty, hang on, is that because I don't have to like turn my head, I would angle myself to look at the other half of the screen that I couldn't see. And because of that, I was a little less consistent with my mic because I would always move away from it. And now I don't. And I think that's going to help me sound better, I think, overall. I think. Double the distractions. I guess you're right. It cancels out, right? You're right. You're right. All right. Yeah, I think this might be a good time for me to call it, because it looks like we're just going to be waiting around for this stuff. Well, actually, can I craft the neutron accelerator yet? No, there's no pattern. I'll set this up. Myself, what would you say? Wee, if I walked away. Would you appreciate if there can 'cause I can't only take so much of your grateful ways. Everything is never enough. I saw Dream Theater play live I guess it's been a couple months now. April. Was it April? Yeah, it was April. I saw them live and no, it was actually in March. Yeah, it was March. But they played pretty well. They didn't play this song, unfortunately, but you know, that's fine. They're touring again in the fall, but for some wild reason, the only Texas town and the only Texas city they're playing is in El Paso. El Paso is like a 10-hour drive from where I'm at. Nuh-uh. Sorry, I'm not going that far for that. Polybenzimidazole. Let me see here. We do make the ingot. Alright, I'll find it. We'll make the plate like this. Speaking of sickos, there are some sickos that are willing to travel that far for a band, though. And I respect that. But that can't be me. Especially for that long 10-hour drives. That is a little bit too far for me. No, thank you. I mean, I've done it before, but I don't want to do it again. Well, it really depends on the circumstance, right? The situation. Like, why am I even going in the first place? It depends. Magnetic samarium ingot. I need to make this in a polarizer. Polarizer right there. We actually have a good polarizer now, right? Yeah, this guy. Oh, I left some holes here. I should probably patch up. You know what? It's fine. It's going to bother me. And it might bother someone else. Not a gib. A god. That's what happens whenever I don't look at my keyboard anymore. Because the drawback to having the new mic arm is that, yes, I can see my entire screen now without having to move. But it also blocks out half of my keyboard now. So I've already admitted to it before, and I'll admit to it again. It looks weird, actually. I didn't realize it looked like that. There's like a pattern to it. Anyways, I'll admit to it again. I guess I look at my keyboard sometimes so I can see what I'm typing. So what? Anyways, neutron accelerator, we can craft it now. I just don't have the research for it. But I can get the research, actually. I just need a data stick. Not data. Data stick. Scan it. Okay, that was actually pretty quick. Alright, and then I should be able to craft it now. And go. Alright, so that's one thing I can do. I'll keep it bookmarked just so I can remember about it. And the whole reason why I'm crafting that neutron accelerator is to upgrade this neutron activator that gives us the quadria. Because it is a little slow. Why can't we do the quadria in the first place? Something is wrong, or I mean, no, it's processing. It just takes a while. Yeah, it just started. Yeah. So this recipe is a little slow, and I could definitely upgrade it. But it's going to need this guy. So I'll figure this out. But it is about time for me to call it. I am getting pretty hungry. I don't really know what I'll eat, but chances are I'll probably just walk to Subway so I can stretch my legs. I tend to do that. the walking is nice, right? It's a nice little walk, 15-minute walk or so. And then go from here, maybe craft a bunch of these. I think I should craft multiple at a time. So like the BioWare supercomputers, right, are going to need 2 of them, right? Then I'm going to need to research them. And that's the other thing too. In order to research this, I'm going to need a lot of power, more than I could support this. So I'm going to also have to figure that out. How am I going to upgrade a computer to do more bigger crafts? And I'll figure that out. There's a lot of things to work on, right? And then more active transformers, of course, is also really good. I don't know. Can I craft 10 of them? The heck? Why do you even need magnesia? For what? I don't know. Let me figure this out real fast. Why? Is that even used for anything? Or is it just another way of me being lazy for something else? For Floraflagopite, I think. Okay, you do need it. Okay, you know what? Then don't destroy it. Hang on, let me... No, you do actually. So magnesia is still made like that. So I'll make a recipe for magnesia. Like that, yeah. Actually, no, I can do double. Like that. And this is going to be a blank assembler. No, chemical reactor. Like that. Okay, so what was I trying to craft in the first place? I already forgot. What was it? It was a active transformers. Let's try to craft 10 of them just to have them. There we go. Go for it. All right. And I think we should be good. I can craft another batch of UV circuits. Sure. Why not? Let's make another batch. Yeah, all right. That works. That works. All right. Neutronium. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. We'll leave it here for today. This time for sure. I'm hungry. I'll probably just get a sandwich. All right. Next stream, I'll go ahead and stream tomorrow morning around the same time. 50-50, I may consider streaming tonight, but it's probably not going to happen though, because I got to work on some thumbnails and other things. So, but I'll for sure be streaming tomorrow morning again, same time, so 24 hours or so. All right. We'll leave it here. Have a good day. Take care. Appreciate your time and support as always. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.